Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you today about the Wolfman Rainier tank bag available at RevZilla.com. At 17 liters closed and 20 liters expanded, the Wolfman Rainier tank bag is the ultimate tank bag for those of you out there looking for a long haul trip or simply an around town shopping expedition. You can fit 2 full 6-packs in here of soda so you can get to the party and caffeinate your friends. This is going to be a universal bag. It's going to work great with sport touring bikes, sport bikes, and dual sport bikes as well that have a nice gentle slope to their tank. This is going to come with the universal mounting harness, and install on this is going to be a 1 out of 300 BSD, or beard scale difficulty for installation. We're going to talk more about install at the end, but right now let's jump in and talk about what sets this Wolfman bag apart from other tank bags in Wolfman's lineup. So Wolfman is a manufacturing company out in Longmont, Colorado. They've been around for 20 years. It's a family-owned and operated operation, and these guys all ride motorcycles. So the products that you're getting from them are tried, tested, and true to hold up to pretty much anything you're going to throw their way. The Rainier tank bag is no different. This is really going to be the ultimate tank bag in Wolfman's lineup, and you're going to see it's going to have the same construction that we're going to have from all of Wolfman's bags. It's a 1680 denier, really beefy construction. This is going to handle any of the rigors of the road, whether you're dual sport riding, sport touring, sport riding. This bag is going to hold up over time. So let's dive into the nuances of what sets this bag apart. First and foremost, when you're looking at the bag sits on your motorcycle like this. So it's going to have a nice gentle slope to the tank, and you've got your front pocket, and you've also got removable pockets all around the sides. We'll get into those a little bit. I just want to kind of be clear, this is how it's intended to sit. It is a universal bag, so you can kind of use it however you want to, but that's the intended purpose. On the top, you've got a full removable map pouch, and you can actually pull this off if you want to. The one thing I want to point out, and this kind of differs from some of the other map pouches we've seen from Wolfman, on the bottom, if we open this up, and now I want to say, I'm actually a guy that still uses paper maps, so this is a really cool feature for me. There's a little divider inside this map pocket. So you can put all your spare maps underneath this pocket and then put all the maps you're actually using up top. I think that's a really nice feature. If you're not a map guy, I'm sure you could find some other uses for that, but it really comes in handy for those of you throwing paper maps in the top of your map pouch. You've also got these 2 little double D rings. Wolfman is coming out with an accessory strap, a little bungee cord that you can buy, and it's going to fit across this. And what that'll allow you to do, it allows you to stick your gloves underneath there, so when you're at a gas station, you don't have to figure out where you're going to put them. Get off the bike, stick your gloves underneath the bungee, and you're free to go. Again, little double D rings, you can use them for whatever you want for, but there will be some accessories that'll go along with that. Now, we're going to take a look at the inside of the bag, and we've got full YKK zippers on this bag for both the expansion pack as well as the main gusset. And you're also going to have this weather flap, and it's going to come down, it's going to protect the zipper from any kind of debris or weather. It's not a waterproof bag, so do keep that in mind. If you want to go waterproof, if you're going to be driving a lot in the weather, you need to make sure you purchase the accessory rain cover for this. It doesn't come standard. Now, as we open this up, I do want to point out this is a semi-rigid bag. You're going to see if I pull up on this side right here, there's going to be these plastic inlays. And these plastic inlays are basically going to add the rigidity. So from some of the bags that we've seen from Wolfman, it's more of a 3/8 inch foam all the way around, so it's a semi-rigid bag. This is going to be a lot more rigid than those bags. You're still going to have the foam base, and you're still going to have the foam padding in the front and the rear, but it's not going to be all the way around. So if you're carrying a DSLR camera with you, you still have the padding on the bottom to be okay, but you have this nice rigidity so the bag isn't flopping around if it's not packed to the 9. On the top, as you can see, you have this little pouch, and you can use this to carry an extra pen, paper. I like to stick a pen and paper in here just to take notes if I'm out on the road. You can fit, a sandwich in there if you really care to. But it's, again, just a little bit of extra storage. And it's one big main compartment. There's not too much else with it than that. There is an expandable zipper on this. Now with Wolfman, they don't use a 360 zip. They're going to use a 270-degree zip. And you're going to see it's going to pop up about 3.5, 4 inches in the front, and it's not going to pop up at all in the back. So what you get is a tank bag that sits a little bit higher in the front, in the towards you section, and not as high where the gauges are. So it's not going to interfere with you being able to see your gauges and read your dashboard on your motorcycle. Nice thought out process from Wolfman. Now as I zipper this up, I want you to take a peek. You'll notice that there's pockets all the way around this bag. The one thing I want to point out is that while some larger tank bags are actually a little bit cumbersome, this is going to be a nice narrow bag. You're looking at about 8.5 inches wide by about 11 inches long. Some of the bigger bags that I've used in the past, they feel big and bulky. This feels nice and sleek, even when you're considering its size. Now, if it feels a little bit bulky to you, you can actually remove the side pockets. And I want to be clear with which ones I'm talking about. If I'm holding the bag in front of me like this, we've got our side pockets, we've got our front pockets, and then we've got our back pocket. So the removable ones on this are the back pocket and the two side pockets. The front pocket that's going to sit against you is not removable. And it's very simple. You've got a nice Velcro design that pops up, and then you've got two Velcro straps in the side here, and you just take those off, the pocket slides right off, and you're good to go. Not huge amounts of capacity, but this is great if you need to carry a few extra odds and ends, if you stop at a convenience store and you want to throw some snacks in here. Anytime I'm touring with my dad, he's always got candy bars. I think it's because he's away from my mom and he's allowed to eat them without her knowing. I think I just blew up his spot if he ever watches this video. But again, so it's perfect for throwing little odds and ends, crackers, candy bars, stuff that you want to carry with you on the road. Front pocket, not removable. It's a little bit bigger than most. And again, full round zipper here. And it's got, again, that nice covering to protect the zipper from the elements. What we have from Wolfman, if we flip it over to the bottom, and this is going to tie in with that universal mounting harness, it's going to be a skid-proof, scratch-proof design. So if you're a dual sport rider out there, you're beating up your motorcycle, that's one thing. You're never going to have to worry about the Wolfman bag beating up your bike for you. And you even see these flaps, so it's actually going to cover the mounting harness as it comes down. Universal mounting harness is included, and that's going to take us into our installation. We're really looking at a 1 out of 3 on our BSD or beard scale difficulty for this, so keep that in mind. Your front strap is going to go around probably your steering stem on most bikes, and then your back straps will mount somewhere along your frame rail. So once the harness is installed, you're really looking at 4 main buckles to get the bag on and off. It's that simple. They also have an X strap you can purchase, so if you want to keep the buckles all in line, you can actually get that, so when the bag's off, you don't have to remove the entire harness. Really nice thought out features from Wolfman. If I had to come up with any nitpicks for this bag, it would simply be the fact that the rain cover is not included. I think Wolfman could have thrown the rain cover in. Other than that, I think it's a fantastic bag. I really like a nice large tank bag, and the fact that Wolfman has given that to me really makes me happy. There's a lot of folks out there using Wolfman tank bags, from small bags up to large bags. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, do me a favor, click below. Read other riders' opinions on the Wolfman luggage they have on their motorcycles. More questions for us? Never hesitate. Get in the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Wolfman Rainier tank bag. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.